The anticipation for the new God of War game has been at an all-time high, with multiple updates on the project, such as the consistent hiring at Sony Santa Monica Studios, which is a clear indication of a project being underway, and also the mass amount of fan theories that have been swarming the internet. Many of the theories go over which mythology the next God of War game will cover, which gods Kratos will encounter and potentially fight, and many people want to know which weapons will be available for Kratos to get his hands on. And that is what we're going to cover today, devastating weapons that are necessary for the next God of War game. The Norse saga of God of War introduced some amazing weapons, such as the Leviathan Axe, the Draupnir Spear, and even some cool weaponry Tyr held during the God of War Ragnarok Valhalla DLC. Such as this weapon right here. Text is going to be on the screen because I am not going to pronounce that right. From Mesoamerican mythology, particularly from the Mayan civilization, a pair of Kapesh from Egypt, and a katana from Japanese mythology, which honestly, I wish Kratos could have had just a little bit of time with all of these weapons, just so the players could just, destroy some Draupnir and just have some fun with some cool new weapons, But this means Sony Santa Monica has to step up Kratos' arsenal and give us some devastating weapons of mass destruction in the next God of War game, just like these right here. Number 1. The Staff of the Monkey King. Okay, I'm going to try to pronounce this correctly. The Ruyi Jingu Bang, I apologize right on the screen, is also known and simplified as Jingu Bang, among other things, is a magical staff that is mostly famously wielded by the Monkey King Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong obtained this staff from visiting the Dragon King of the East Sea in his kingdom of this right here on the screen. Yeah. The king presented the staff to Sun Wukong because the staff proceeded to glow just before his arrival and also at the Dragon Queen's suggestion. The staff of the Monkey King's ability is to change its size at the Monkey King's will. And it has been said that he primarily shrank it to the size of a needle and kind of held it behind his ear. And also, this staff actually had a previous owner called Yu the Great, who used this staff to measure the depths of a flood that happened during his lifetime. Very few enemies, demons, and even gods lived after Sun Wukong unleashed the power of his magical staff. Okay, number 2 from Japanese mythology, Kusana Agi no Tsurugi. Once again, I apologize, I am so sorry. This weapon is an ancient and powerful sword from Japanese mythology, but more specifically, the Shinto mythology. The sword was first discovered by the Shinto god of storms, Susanoo, in the body of the Orokai serpent after its death, who later gave the sword to his sister, goddess of the sun, Amaterasu, to end a long feud between the two. This sword is said to control the wind itself and is even sharp enough to pierce any armor. And number 3, Fraggarok. This is a sword from Celtic mythology, who was first wielded by the sea god and king of the otherworld, Manannan, who later gave it to his son Lu. The wielder of the sword is said to control the winds and can cut through any armor, shield, or even wall. A special ability of this sword is when pressed against a person's throat, that person cannot move and cannot tell a lie, which also makes sense with its nickname, the Answerer. Beyond this, not much more is known about the sword, but it is a powerful and amazing weapon that could be a key piece in any God of War game. And in at number 4, Sharur. That was bad. From Mesopotamian mythology. Sharur, which is translated to mean the Smasher of Thousands, is an ancient and powerful mace from Mesopotamian mythology, known to be the weapon of the god Ninurta. This weapon has some amazing abilities, which consists of being able to make the wielder of the mace fly, the ability to talk to the owner, and even transform into the shape of a flying lion as well. Along with these capabilities, this mace can give wise counsel to the owner as well, which is evident in this story where Sharur gave intelligence to Ninurta, saying that a demon named Asag was gaining power along the mountains, as well as giving sound advice while Ninurta led an attack on Asag. And at number 5, Shiva's Trishula from Hindu mythology. Shiva's Trishula is a bladed trident from Hindu mythology wielded by the god of destruction, Shiva. This weapon was made to be able to destroy anyone or anything in its wake, even immortals. The 3 blades are known to be thought as a trinity of sorts for the religion of Hinduism, such as creation, preservation, and destruction, as well as many other types of trinities. The wielder of this weapon can have the power to bring down even immortals. So, imagine what Kratos will do with it. Just a side note here, I know more than likely Sony Santa Monica will probably not bring God of War into Hinduism, but honestly, I would love to see a God of War game set in Hinduism. Just on the facts that I would love to explore some of their culture as well as some of their mythologies as well. I think it's a rich and beautiful culture, and I would love to know a lot more about it. But the importance of weapons in God of War games introduces a lot of us to great aspects of the game, such as different mechanics, the abilities to explore new regions of the map, and even some special abilities to leave your enemies in ruin. What is your favorite weapon from mythology that can make a huge splash in the God of War series? And don't forget, hit the like button and subscribe for more God of War content. Everyone, have a good night. Take care.